G'day there, well, welcome to another 7-day outlook from New Zealand Stormchasers. The last week we had some settled weather. There were certainly a lot of frosts around the South Island. I saw some crashes on the news relating to black ice, that sort of thing. And there were a few pictures of hoarfrost around about the Mackenzie country and parts of central Otago. This coming week we do have some winter, proper winter, ushering in. There should be some snow for the ski fields, decent amount of snow in some areas. There won't be any snow to sea level, so you know, most of us are just going to think it's a bit of a miserable week. That's if you're in the east of the South Island, mind you, the east and the south of the South Island. East and North Island, you're going to get a bit of wet weather as well, sort of the first half of the week. Upper Western North Island, you're going to get some wet weather, then it's going to sort of break away. The west coast of the South Island, apart from some early sort of wet weather today, Monday, it's then going to clear up and it's going to be pretty nice there, because as the southerly airflows move in, it clears up on the west coast. So this is the map for today, Sunday. It's actually very similar to the map I produced last weekend for today, Sunday. So we talked about how there will be some snow about the far south, not down to sea level, but up in the ski fields. And that is precisely what is happening today. And that weather is going to be spreading up the eastern side of the South Island into Canterbury this evening. Well, to be honest, it already has actually. Parts of North Canterbury, I should specify. Some wet weather there for the west coast too. No thunderstorms though, really. North Island, you've got a few fronts here which would have likely sort of passed through, bringing areas of rain and then clearances in behind. So yeah, out on the Tasman Sea, a lot of cold air, unstable air out there. On to tomorrow, Monday, and our old Wi-Fi is playing out its usual trick again. I don't know why it's doing it this time. Someone mentioned I should get a new Wi-Fi router. Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll just keep running with it at the moment. Here we go, we've cleared up. Just like the weather, not really. It's looking pretty stormy, isn't it? So, deep low pressure system out there in the Tasman Sea. There is some cold air. It's basically where that blue line is. And potentially there could be some unstable air in that. But considering the time of year, I don't really think much is going to happen. There's just a low risk of some thunderstorms there for the upper North Island on this day. South Island, you've got that cold southerly airflow, so it's wet and showery there in the east. Maybe some rain, especially for inland areas. And yes, there is likely to be some snow. The air is actually quite cold over Otago there. Snow levels sort of down to around about 300 metres. But the precipitation rates are quite minimal. So yes, snow flurries may get to that level, but it's not going to be that much. As we get further north into Canterbury, you know, the levels are a little bit higher. Maybe 500 metres, that sort of thing. And the precipitation rates are a little bit more. West Coast, as you can see, well actually a second ago I said there's going to be some wet weather on the West Coast on Monday, but there is not. It's actually clearing up there, and yeah, for the rest of the coming week, the West Coast, you're looking quite good. On Tuesday, this rain here in the east for the South Island picks up because that front there sort of curls in. There you go, and that rain becomes heavy. Now, the snow level up here is going to be about 700, 800 metres. Down here, parts of South Canterbury, sort of more around about that 400 metre level. But note, precipitation levels down here, once again, fairly minimal. But up here it's quite heavy. So the Kaikoura Ranges, for example, you're going to see a nice dolloping of snow once all this clears out of the way. Mount Lyford, for example, you will likely get some good snow for the ski field there. Far south you are clear, so there will likely be a frost. West coast you're clear once again, apart from well, what's that, Tasman, you guys. Bit of a clearance there in between that front and then this mess moving in behind. Now there is some cold air associated with these showers, so Auckland northwards, maybe some unstable-ish sort of air. Could be some small hail in the mix in this lot. A low chance of some thunder, perhaps. On to Wednesday. Basically I've got a map for every day this coming week because you know there's a lot going on. And we have slowed down once again because this Wi-Fi router is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm not going to restart this whole video because I can't be bothered doing that. Rightio, there we go. South Island, you've got showers there in the east. Actually, I'll go back a step because, yeah, there we go. That front down there to the southwest, that sort of comes into the lower South Island, so that boosts the shower activity down there. And it does inject a little bit more cold air, so there will likely be some snow about the ski fields for central Otago, perhaps even to parts of South Canterbury. The levels I will not speculate on too much, but it could be around about that 500 metre level. Then we've still got some remaining heavy rain there for the Kaikoura Ranges, and still likely some snow there, heavy up, but it will eventually ease. North Island, not too much going on for you. Some rain there for Wellington. West Coast, you're clear once again. No thunderstorms. On to Thursday. Thank goodness the map's clear this time. Still a south to southeasterly airflow pushing into central New Zealand there. We've got showers north of about Canterbury and into the eastern North Island. Still likely some snow up in the ranges there, the Kaikoura area. Yeah, once again, still some snow likely. Very good for the ski fields. Well, Mount Lyford, for example. I think there's one around Hamner Springs. Is it called Rainbow or something like that? Or is it inland Nelson? I'm not really much of a skier. I don't know much about all the ins and outs of where they are. Lower South Island clear, frosty, West Coast nice and clear, upper North Island. See, you're starting to clear up now. Still a few showers about. Let's move on to Friday. And we've gone higgledy-piggledy once again, but there is some wet weather there for the eastern North Island. Clear out there in the west. South Island, you're certainly clearing up a lot now. You're going to see some snow in the ranges there. Frosty start for many. North of Banks Peninsula in the morning, there could be the odd shower, but it will sort of gradually clear to the north during the day. West Coast, once again, very nice. On to Saturday. Showers there for the eastern North Island continue, south to southwesterly winds. I mean, the isobars are coming in straight like that, but because it's a high pressure zone, the airflow wants to sort of go out of the high. So it'll actually be sort of like going on that angle. So yeah, a southwesterly airflow. Western North Island, you're very clear. Much of the South Island, quite clear to be honest. A few showers north of Banks Peninsula in the east there though. A little bit of a flick bringing some cloud on the odd shower. West Coast, very nice. Just this little trough line bringing a few showers to Tasman. Then finally on to Sunday. High pressure enveloping much of the South Island, so clear, sunny, frosty. Just a few showers here around, what's that, the Marlborough Sounds, perhaps parts of Tasman once again. North Island, the odd shower there in the east. South to southwesterly winds, but cool, dry and sunny in the west. Maybe from the 13th that week, we could have some settle-ish weather. Okay, we'll catch you again next weekend. Cheers.